Hi boys and girls, hope you're okay on this Thursday morning. Today in maths we're going to be having a nosy at dividing fractions now. So we're moving on from multiplying them and we're looking at dividing. So we're going to look in like yesterday, we're looking at dividing fractions by fractions and dividing fractions by integers. So before we do that, as always, let's have a look at our starter activities. So again, you've got 3 questions. I want you to pause the video in a minute and have a go at working them out either on a piece of paper or on a Word document, and then we play the video and we will go through the answers. Off you go. Right, let's go through our answers. So we have our solutions here. Our first question, we've got 3 squared add 4 cubed. Now, our solution is, our first answer should be 73, so well done if you've got that. Let's go through it together. So, working out 3 squared. When we square a number, we're multiplying that number by itself. So, I need to do 3 multiplied by 3. Now, your writing is going to be significantly neater than mine because I'm using a computer mouse, so I do apologise. So get the answer of 9. Having a look at our next part of the problem, we've got 4 cubed. So I need to apply I need to multiply 4 3 times. So 4 times 4 is 16. And now I need to multiply 16 by my last 4. So I'm going to do that using the column multiplication method. If you can do it in your head, that's great. 16 multiplied by 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Put my 2 down. 1 times 4 is 4. Add 2 is 6. So my answer, my new answer should be 64. Now what I need to do, I need to add my answers together. So I need to do 64 add 9, which is indeed 73. Fantastic. Well done if you got that one right. Right, our next one, moving on to question 2. We've got 53 times 48. So it says here that our answer is 2,544. Let's double check. Let's go through our method. Again, we're going to use the column method to work this out, the column multiplication method, like we've done in class. Right. So 8 times 3 is 24. Put my 4 down and I'm going to carry my 2. 8 times 5 is 40. Add 2 is 42. Coming to my tens column now, I need to put a 0 down because I always do that when we come to our tens because they represent 2 digits. 4 times 3 is 12. Put my 2 down. Ooh, that's a big 2. Carry my 1. 4 times 5 is 20. Add 1 is 21. Another big 2. Sorry about this, boys and girls. Right, let's add them together. 4 add 0 is 4. 2 add 2 is 4. 1 add 5. 1 add 5. 1 add 4 is 5. Getting 2 ahead of the answer there. 0 add 2 is 2. So my answer should be 2,554, which we've got. So let's pop it in the box. Perfect. Right, our last question, our problem solving question. So this is a 2-step question. So there are 12 children at Paul's birthday party. Paul's mum gives them all a drink of juice. Each glass contains 275 millilitres. Paul's mum has 4 litres of juice. How much juice will she have left? So in order to do the first part of the problem, we need to figure out the total amount of juice that all of the children had. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do 275 and we're going to multiply it by the amount of children there, which is 12. Fantastic. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 7 is 14, but before I do that, I'm going to put my 1 down. Don't forget that, Miss Alexander. 2 times 7 is 14. Add my 1 is 15. Put my 1 down. 2 times 2 is 4. Add 1 is 5. Come into my tens column now. put my 0 down. 5 times 1 is 5. 7 times 1 is 7. And 1 times 2 is 2. Let's add them together. 0 add 0 is 0. 5 add 5 is 10. Put my 0 down. I carry my 1. 7 add 5 is 12. Add 1 is 13. Put my 3 down. Carry my 1. And 2 add 0 is 2. Add my 1 is 3. So I should have the answer of 3,300 millilitres. Right, we've got to take that now away from 4 litres of juice. Now I know that for every 1 litre of juice, I've got 1,000 millilitres. That's how it converts. It's equal to. So for every 4 litres, I have 4,000 millilitres. So now I need to do 4,000, take away 3,300. 0 take away 0 is 0. 0 take away 0 is 0. 0 take away 3, we can't do that, so I'm going to exchange and regroup. That becomes a 3, that becomes a 10. 10 take away 3 is 7, and 3 take away 3 is 0. So I'm left with 700 millilitres, or 0.7 litres, as it would convert over. Well done, let's get ready for our learning. Okay, so our main learning for the lesson, we're looking at dividing fractions first. So a key rule to remember when dividing fractions, we need to have a look at flipping it. So when we divide fractions, step 1, we turn the second fraction, which is over here, upside down. We flip it over. Step 2, rather than divide now, we multiply it. And step 3, we answer it. So what I'd like you to do now, I'd like you to work out what a half multiplied by 6 over 1 is. I want you to do that on your piece of paper. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Pause the video for 30 seconds and then let's get the answer. Okay, we're ready. 1 times 6 is 6 and 2 times 1 is 2. Can anyone change that into a mixed number for me? Again, another 30 seconds. Off you go. Pause the video. Right, let's have a look. How many 2's go into 6? I know that 6 divided by 2 is the answer of 3. So my answer is also 3. Okay, so remember this simple rhyme. Leave me, change me, turn me over. Leave that first fraction, change the operation from division to multiplication, and turn it over or flip it the second fraction. Your turn. Right, I'd like you to have a go now at completing these either on a piece of paper or on a Word document. And once you've done, we're going to mark them together. Could you take a picture and send either me or your teachers a picture of your answers? We're really looking forward to seeing what you've come up with. Off you go. Okay, here are our answers, boys and girls. You should have got for the first 4 questions these answers. And for the second lot of 4, numbers 5 to 8, these answers as well. Hopefully you got them right. If you didn't, can you go back and change them? Can you figure out where you went wrong? What steps? Go back to the slide that we just talked about, the actual method. Can you go back and change them? Our next part of the lesson, like we did yesterday, is dividing fractions by integers. Remember what we said about an integer? An integer is any whole number. So here we have got 2/3 divided by 4. I want you to grapple. It says explain to your shoulder partner here, but obviously you won't be able to do that. Can you grapple now to see how you would work that out? We have done this in class in starters. Very similar to yesterday, but there's only one change in your method. Off you go. So let's have a look how we would work this question out. A very simple way. You are not multiplying the numerator like we did yesterday. when we're dividing, you are going to multiply the denominator, so your bottom number, by the integer. So I know here that 3 times 4 is 12. So my new denominator is going to be 12. And I just pop my numerator on the top because that doesn't change, and it is 2. Fantastic. Can we simplify that number anymore? That fraction, sorry, can we simplify it? Pause your video now and see if you can simplify it. Okay, as you hopefully were able to figure out, we can divide both numbers by 2. 2 is a common factor of 2 and 12. So 2 divided by 2 gives me the answer of 1. And 12 divided by 2 gives me the answer of 6. So that is it in its simplest form. Fantastic. Right, again, it's your turn now. You're going to use the method we've just looked at to answer these questions on your video screen. Pause the video. You're working really, really hard, and then we will go through the answers and mark them together. Don't forget to send those pictures in. Okay, here are our answers for the questions we've just completed. So give them a tick. Hopefully you've got them all right. If you haven't got them all right, don't worry, it's fine. Just go back, try and figure out, identify those mistakes and figure out where we went wrong so we're learning for next time. Fantastic, everybody. Right, we've got a problem now to finish off our learning. Rosie walks 3/4 of an hour over 3 days. She walks the same amount of time each day. How many minutes does Rosie walk each day? Could you have a go using the method we've shown you on a piece of paper, and we will go through the answers in a minute. Pause the video now for me. Okay, so we have got 3/4 and we are dividing it by 3. So using my method, I'm going to multiply 3 by my denominator, which is 4. So my new answer should be 3/12. Now what I can do, because I know that I can simplify that, I know that 3 is a common factor of 3 and 12. So I need to divide now 3 by 3 and 12 by 3, which will give me the answer of 1/4. So Rosie walks 1/4 of an hour each day. And I know that in minutes, 1/4 of an hour is 15 minutes. So she walks 15 minutes for each day. Well done, boys and girls. You worked really, really hard today, and we're really looking forward to seeing your answers. Thank you.